Marriage is a beautiful and sacred gift from God. When a man and a woman get married, they make a special promise to love and take care of each other for the rest of their lives. This promise is not just between them but also includes God. The Catholic Church teaches that marriage is forever and should not be broken. But sometimes, things get very difficult, and people feel that divorce is the only way out. The Church understands that marriage can be hard, but it still believes that the bond between husband and wife should not be broken because it is holy and special in God's eyes. Jesus himself spoke about marriage and divorce. In the Bible, he makes it clear that marriage is meant to last forever. In Mark 10 verse 9, Jesus says, "What God has joined together, let no one separate." This means that when a man and a woman get married, they are joined together by God, and no one should break that bond. Marriage is not just a human promise, it is something very sacred that comes from God. Another important teaching from Jesus is found in Matthew 19 verse 6, where he again reminds people that marriage is meant to last for a lifetime. When people asked Jesus if divorce was allowed, he told them that from the beginning, God made man and woman to be together as one. Jesus said that Moses allowed divorce because people had hardness of heart, but that was not God's original plan. God wants husbands and wives to stay together in love and faithfulness. The Bible also teaches that even if marriage is difficult, husbands and wives should try their best to stay together. In 1 Corinthians 7 verses 10 to 11, St. Paul says, "To the married I give this command, not I, but the Lord, a wife must not separate from her husband. But if she does, she must remain unmarried or else be reconciled to her husband. And a husband must not divorce his wife." This means that if a husband and wife separate, they should try to make peace and come back together because marriage is a lifelong commitment. The Catholic Church teaches the same thing today. In the Catechism of the Catholic Church number 2384, it says that divorce is a serious offense because it goes against what Jesus taught. The Church believes that when a man and a woman marry, their bond cannot be broken by anything except death. However, the Church also understands that some marriages go through very painful situations, such as abuse or abandonment. In such cases, the Church allows for a legal separation, but this does not mean the marriage is completely broken in God's eyes. The couple is still married, even if they are living apart. Some people wonder why the Church does not allow divorce when so many marriages struggle. The reason is that marriage is not just a legal contract, it is a sacrament, a holy sign of God's love. When two people get married, they promise to love each other just like Jesus loves the Church. Jesus never stops loving us, even when we make mistakes. In the same way, husbands and wives are called to love and forgive each other, even when things are hard. The Church also believes that divorce can cause a lot of pain, especially for children. When parents separate, children often feel sad, confused, or even blame themselves. This is why the Church encourages couples to work through their problems instead of giving up on their marriage. Of course, this does not mean that someone should stay in a harmful or dangerous situation. The Church supports those who need to separate for their safety but still teaches that the marriage itself remains. Even when a marriage is struggling, the Church encourages couples to pray, seek help, and try to rebuild their love. Many couples go through hard times but find healing through counseling, prayer, and forgiveness. God's love is always there, and He wants families to stay together in love and faith. The Church encourages couples to seek help, pray together, and try to work through their problems instead of choosing divorce. Many marriages that go through difficulties can be healed through love, forgiveness, and patience. Throughout history, the Catholic Church has always defended the sacredness of marriage. Many popes and saints have spoken about the importance of staying faithful in marriage. Marriage is not always easy. Every couple goes through difficult moments. There may be times of anger, sadness, or disappointment. But love is not just a feeling, it is a choice. The Catholic Church teaches that real love means choosing to love every day, even when it is hard. This is the kind of love that God has for us, faithful, patient, and forgiving. The Church encourages couples to seek help when they are struggling. There are many ways to strengthen a marriage, such as prayer, counseling, communication, and support from the church community. The church also offers marriage preparation programs to help couples understand the true meaning of marriage before they say, "I do." Even when marriage is difficult, God gives couples the strength to keep going. The Catholic Church believes that every marriage can be healed through God's grace. No marriage is perfect, but with faith, love, and effort, couples can overcome challenges and grow stronger together. In the end, the Church's teaching on divorce is not meant to be a punishment or a burden. Instead, it is a reminder of how special and sacred marriage truly is. Love is meant to last forever, just like God's love for us. Even when things seem impossible, God is always there to help. The Church encourages couples to trust in God, to pray for their families, and to never lose hope in the power of love and forgiveness. Please, be part of this growing Catholic community. Let us spread the gospel together. Subscribe and turn on notifications for inspiring content every week.